What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph? You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey, everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, all right, coming back to R.E.M. Yes, indeed, R.E.M. fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all the clicks and the likes and the bibbity-boobity bop, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from JFK, and this was actually one of JFK's 3 prioritized requests for the month of July for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So, here you go, JFK. Hope you enjoyed the show, man. JFK wanted to see me react to this. It is R.E.M. with a tune entitled Living Well is the Best Revenge. Now, have I heard this song before? No, I have not. Best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I have heard this song before, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Let's see, this was posted by Live from Austin, Texas. Yeah, that's the name of the channel. Live from Austin, Texas. And the video has 131,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. R.E.M. Living Well is the Best Revenge, live from Austin, Texas. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Please make them welcome at Austin City Limits, R.E.M.
2008, okay.
Hello there.
So this is show opener.
It's only when your poison spins into the life you'd hope to live, and suddenly you wake up in a shaking panic. Now you set me up like a lamb to slaughter, garbo as a farmer's daughter. Unbelievable, the gospel according to hell. I lay right down. All you sad and lost apostles hum my name and flare their nostrils, choking on the bones you tossed to them. I'm not one to sit and spin, 'cause living well's the best revenge. Baby, I'm calling you on that. Don't turn your talking points on me. The history will set me free. The future is ours, and you don't even rate a footnote now. So who's chasing you? Where did you go?
Fairly easy song to follow. The chordal progression is not hard. It's it's following, I don't want to say stereotypical, but it's following some very familiar roots. We're in B, and from B, we're going down to the A, to the E, back to the B again, okay? And then when we shift to the pre-chorus, we got to the F sharp, and up to the A, down to the E, back to the F sharp again. From the A to the E, down to the D, resolve to the A, back up to the B. And then we wash, rinse, and repeat. It follows some very familiar riffs, okay? And I hate to use the word stereotypical, but I mean, you could kind of see it coming. You could. Is there anything wrong with that? Absolutely not. Lots of other bands have followed those same riffs before and had great success. So why not? Why not follow suit? The song's fun. It's got some nice energy. It's got some nice drive. And as a show opener, it's doing exactly what you want. You're grabbing the attention of the crowd with a song that's got nice energy, nice drive, nice feels. I don't know if this song was a big hit for R.E.M. or not. Hopefully it wasn't a huge hit. Like I've always said, you never want to start your show with your biggest hit. That's you always want to save the biggest hit for like 2/3 of the way through your set list. You know what I mean? Save them. But you want to start your show off with a song that's very familiar, well-liked, and well-received from your audiences in the past. So I don't know if this fits that bill. It sounds like it does. The crowd responded, so the crowd clearly knows the song, or they're just responding because it's R.E.M. That's very possible too. But in any case, song feels good. Song sounds good. And I got absolutely no complaint with anything I'm hearing. So let's finish this out and we'll get to the review.
Disappearment, sentence, and a judgment crisis. I see my hand and go for it. You weekend shell.
A.
All your sand
F sharp.
lost apostles hung my
A.
name and flare their nostrils, choking
F sharp.
on the bones you tossed it down. I'm not one to sit and spin, just living well's the best revenge. Baby, I'm calling you
The B.
You savor your dying breath. I forgive, but I don't forget. You work it out, let's hear that argument again. Camera 3,
Straight ahead,
go
rock.
now. All your sad and lost apostles hung my name and flare their nostrils, choking on the bones you tossed to them. I'm not one to sit and spin, 'cause living well's the best revenge. Baby, I'm calling you on that. Baby, I'm calling you on. Baby, I'm calling you on.
Great way to start a show. It checks off all the boxes of things you look for in a show opener. It really does. So I honestly, folks, I got no complaints. I don't know how I'm gonna score it. I mean, I know how I'm gonna score this, but I don't know what that score is gonna end up being. I really am not 100% sure. So let me take everything into account. Let me think about everything I heard and saw, and I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was R.E.M. with a live performance of "Living Well is the Best Revenge." This was a request from JFK, and this was actually one of JFK's 3 prioritized requests for the month of July for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So there you go, JFK. Hope you enjoyed the show. This is going to be a short review. I'm sorry, but this is going to be a short one. There's not a lot to talk about. So let's get to it, shall we? On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that overall presentation a 6.7. Yep, 6.7. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, a 6.7. What does that mean? Well, a 6.7 would translate to a pretty good scale rating, because overall, I think this was a pretty good presentation. It would also get 3 out of 5 stars and a B letter grade. Yes, B as in boy. Let that one sink in. So there you go, a 6.7, pretty good scale rating, 3 out of 5 stars, and a B letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? So glad you asked. I'm just going to come right out and say it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed this. This was fun. This was a good start to a live show. Whenever I've talked about live shows in the past and constructing your set list, I've always said one of the most important things you want to do is you want to start and finish with songs that are going to grab the attention of the crowd and send them home happy, okay? Because let's be honest, there are 3 points in a concert where your typical concert goer are going to remember. They're going to remember your first song, they're going to remember the last song, and then they're going to remember the song that they wanted to hear. That one song. I mean, now listen, everybody's going to come to a set or come to a show and go, I want to hear this song, I want to hear this song, I want to hear this song, and I want to hear this song. Let's be honest. Out of those 3, 4, 5 songs that they're hoping the band plays, there is that one song out of that grouping that if they don't play any other song, they play that one, they're gonna go home happy. Okay, but you absolutely want to keep the beginning of the show and the end of the show in mind, without question. You want to start off with a bang, and you want to send them home happy. This is the kind of song that you definitely want to put at the beginning of your set list. Now, I don't know if this song was a big hit for them or not. I'm not 100% sure. It sounds like it could be one of those songs that may not be the biggest that they've ever had, but I have a feeling this song was a hit in some way, shape, or form. But it covers all the bases. Upbeat, up-tempo, great energy, nice vibe, nice groove, and it definitely starts the show off well. It checks off all the boxes, okay? Is it a complicated song? No. Is it an impressively written song? No, it's very easy to follow. It's, to some extent, it's predictable. Now, and I know a lot of people put a lot of negative context on that word, predictable. I do not. Listen, there's a lot of bands out there that have come up with songs that follow the same riffs that are to be had in this song. You know, B down to the A, up to the E, down to the B. You know, or E down to the A. Oh, sorry, B down to the A, down to the E, back to the B, and then you go up to the D. You know, and then to the A, and then the F sharp. That was great. F sharp to the A, down to the E, back to the F sharp again. You know, it follows a lot of the same rhetoric riffs that you hear from a lot of other bands that have had a lot of success following the exact same chordal progressions. So what's wrong with that? Nothing whatsoever. I don't have a problem with it. I think it sounded good. I know, but like I said, I know a lot of people go, "Oh, it's predictable, it's boring." No, it's not. There was nothing boring about this performance. Trust me, if the performance was boring, it'd be down in score. Trust me, you'd be down a whole lot lower than a 6.7. 6.7 is not bad. It's on a negative score. So you don't get in the negatives until you get on a 5. But the song on its own, I would give, honestly, like about a 6.4, 6.5 to it. Yeah, no problem. But I'm giving this a 6.7. Why is that? Well, if you've been watching this channel for any amount of time, you already know what I'm going to say. Say it with me, kids.
Sing it out one time.
A live show can help your score, or it can hurt your score. In this case, it did help. It helped a little. It went up about 0.2, okay? Let's go down the checklist. Let's see what they covered with their live performance. Stage presence, yeah, check. They They look like performers. They don't look like roadies. They look like performers. They act like performers, and they got stage presence. Stage energy. I was a little surprised by that one. I'm gonna give that a check. Yeah, they had some movement and motion happening on stage, without question. I mean, it wasn't excessive, but I mean they were still creating energy. They were picking up their feet and moving around the stage, and I appreciate that. Stage interaction. Oh, wait a minute. Did they? I mean, they did sort of. I'm going to give that a check. It's a light check, but it is getting a check nonetheless. I mean, there was some casual, casual glances at each other. So I'll give it, but it's a weaker check. Crowd interaction. I'm also going to give that a little bit of a weak check. Nothing that screamed it. I mean, it was done very casually in ways, like the whole leering into the crowd from Michael and, the bass player taking the headstock of his bass and pointing it out to the crowd before coming back and playing more. It was very casually done, but it was done. Okay, so it is getting a check. That's a little bit of a weaker check. Showmanship, I'm going to give that a check a little more than I was expecting. Between Michael Stipe's antics and like the thing at the beginning of the song, the guitar player kicking his knees up and doing a little bit of a jump with it. That was nice. It was good to see. It was visually stimulating. So I'll give it the check. Production? Nah, that was none. Outdoors and a live performance. I mean, there was lighting, but nothing was programmed to go with the set or to go with the show or go with the song. So I'm not giving production a check, but that's okay. Production's always been bonus points anyway. Unless you're a production-based band. Your production better be on point. No, it helped. It did help, but the live show didn't help out a ton like I've seen in the past from other bands. But it did help a little bit. I think it's a nice song. I don't know if, like I said, I don't know if it was a big hit for them or not. I think Michael's vocals sounded really good. His vocal delivery sounded good. Guitar playing was clean. The drumming was clean. It was all relatively simple, but it was clean. I think, honestly, the most impressive thing, and I know coming from me, this is going to sound a little bit biased, but I think the most impressive thing for me was the bass playing. I like how he came up on the neck to start the riff, and then he came immediately down to the lower end to continue the riff, and he stayed there. Only time he would come up on the neck is when he was entering. He would enter up on the neck, playing the riff, and then he would immediately fill out the bottom end, like a good bass player should. But it was still fun to see him up on the neck to start. So that was cool. I dug that. Now, like I said, I know that's going to sound biased coming from me being a bassist myself, but you know what? I don't care. I think it was fun. So yeah, fun tune. I think that's probably the best way to sum this up. Fun tune, fun performance. And that's why I'm giving it the pretty good score of 6.7. I feel good with that score, and that's where we're going to stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have a 6.7, which is a pretty good scale rating. 3 out of 5 stars in a B letter grade. Take your pick. I don't care. Whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, that did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then, by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.